G'day and welcome back to Duckzilla Gaming and Riverview Farm. That's right, we are back at Riverview and we're going to head straight out to the field because we got some work to do. Alright, going to bring up the UI and we're good to go. Right, hope everyone is doing well. We're doing well here at 6:24 game time. We are just continuing on with what we finished off with the last episode, which is a bit of harvesting, a bit of seeding. And what we're going to do at the moment is we're going to head on over and take the roller, the new roller. We bought a new roller, and that's why we're down to $689. We're going to run out of money pretty quick because we've got hired hands running. So we're going to have to fix that too in the terms of getting some money at some point. Because otherwise our hired hands are just going to quit. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to take this over, we're going to roll the field that we just planted, or just planting, we will continue on from there. We're going to offload the combine shortly. He's at 82%, and we're just going to continue getting things done around the farm on this nice, bright, early morning. Right. Cab through here. It's a bit easier to drive on the road sometimes without seeing all the trees in the way and blocking your view and all that. Doesn't necessarily mean my driving's any better, but we'll say it is. Right, so we're moving along. As we've seen the last couple of episodes, we've got an influx of cash. We've got some more fields now. So it just means we've got more and more work to do, which is not a bad thing in any way, shape or form. So we're just going to continue getting everything done we can and moving production along. And by production, I don't just mean production, I mean production as in the farm itself. All right, let's get cracking. Right, we'll get rolling. So we're going to do this manually, just because it's probably easier at the moment. And we could put a hired hand on there, but also the fact we haven't got a lot of money there would mean that money would run out so much more quickly. It would not be, wouldn't be funny. At least this way we've got a chance of getting at least some of the stuff done we need. Besides, my wages are a lot less than what the hired hands are. Right. Just going to roll all this in. So this is a soybean crop we're planting here. And so it'll be a nice big soybean harvest. We're going to look at making sure we diversify and have virtually all the crops at some way, shape, except for I'm probably not going to do cotton on this series and this map, and I'm definitely not going to do sugarcane. Whether or not we do any more potato and sugar beets, I'm not 100%. We're definitely doing sugar beets. We've got a field of sugar beets we've got coming into harvest, so that's fine. But as for the rest, I don't know. No, we don't have any pigs, so we don't need potatoes per se. We do need potatoes to do things like French fries and things like that. So if we want to do the full production gambit, we might need to think about doing some potato. But yeah, I don't know. We'll think about that a little bit further later on down the track. All right, now he's ready to offload the combine. We're going to grab on over. He's almost ready. He's doing a relatively good job now. I'm going to see, I did have him set, I thought, for automatic unload. Yes, maybe. He's going to automatic unload. Hopefully he will. Looking like he's going to. Yeah. Right, so we're just going to watch to make sure he does this without any incident. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to wet the whistle while we wait. Right, off he goes. Should do this quite okay. Generally, Most times, Courseplay doesn't have an issue with the automatic offloading. Just depends on where you park your trailer and what else is actually nearby. If there are other trailers nearby or multiple trailers, I find sometimes that does tend to stuff it up a little bit. And then it also stuffs up on the angle he's coming in on. So if he comes in on a decent angle, he's okay. But where he tries to turn too sharp, Combine gets himself into trouble. More so than anything else. Okay. Alright. We'll let him offload. I think he'll be okay. If not, we'll come back and check him out. Let's continue on. Alright. Steeper incline than what it seems through here. You can see how steep it is there, which is good. I mean, it's nice to have maps that have the variation in gradient. I mean, there's a lot of maps out there that are just dead flat, virtually dead flat, and this is certainly not the case here in Riverview. There's lots of areas that are relatively flat. There's lots of other areas that aren't, so which is good. Similarly, like Stevie's Ringwoods map, which is a new addition. That's got a lot of variation, and that's really good. It certainly tests out how you're going to manage things, because the smaller equipment won't necessarily take all those big of a loads, and even if you're not doing big loads, it still can struggle in significant areas, some tasks. So anyway, at the moment we don't need to worry about that. We're just going to continue doing what we've got to do here, and we'll all be tickety boo. I think we've rolled there now. Bring him up. Just do the one header row. We don't need to do two header rows or anything more on here. We could do a second header row, follow through, but then chances are we'll get messed up a little bit with the seeder. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come down here. I'm going to follow the seeder's path effectively and just doing up and downs now. So we'll just start up and downs. They're boring and laborious, but it's just stuff we got to get done. Maximize our growth. Oh, I missed a whole pile there. Too keen. Missed a whole pile on the other turn as well, so that's okay. We'll have to clean all that up. We'll just keep this low. I'm not going to worry about lifting it. We'll just keep on running back and forth. That's sorted, then we'll come and clean that couple of missed areas up when we come back. We're finished. Alright, so the combine has offloaded and he's off harvesting already again, so that's good. Seamless. Missing bits and pieces. I didn't say I was going to do a perfect job. I just said we're going to do it manually. We'll try and make sure we don't miss too much of it, though. We want to try and sort of minimize coming back over and doing any bits and pieces. But then again, if it's only a small area, there's not really worth the fuel and the effort sometimes to go back and catch up little bits. Head roll, it just didn't look as though just the texture on angles, like when you're going the perpendicular to the rolled angle, it doesn't look as though it's actually been rolled till you get right on it. And the fact that the texture for the rolled and the seeded is very similar. I mean, as you can see, a little bit more defined once you run the roller over it. And again. Try and keep it as straight as I can, just sort of realign myself. It's a much straighter track, that one. But yeah, we're getting things done. So what we're going to do after this, I don't really know. Actually, we'll have to pick up the straw. I don't think I've got a windrow. I got the baler, haven't I? Yeah, we might have to look at selling some product again, because I think I'm going to need a windrower for picking up the straw. Or maybe not. Look, I don't know. Maybe we can just pick it up with the loading wagon. Maybe that's just the way we're going to do it. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going to do any rants today. I'm not going to mention the G word at all. I think I'm just going to take a rest from that. I'm a little bit more annoyed with them than anything else at the moment. But yeah, I'm just going to leave that be for today. I've got to record another episode for one of the other series today, and I want to have a bit of a rant in that one, so I'm going to save it. But rest assured, there are more rants going to come. I mean, look, it's a given with Giants, isn't it? I said that in Discord, actually. John Trial Boss said, it looks like there'll be a rant coming from the 1.8.1 patch, and I said, well, that's pretty much a given. DC Dave chimed in and said something as well. And so I don't know where it's all coming from. I mean, like, it's not as if I espouse hatred for Giants on every episode or every video or whatever else. I have given them some credit at some point in time. I don't really know where. No, well, look, do credit. I have said that FS22 was a pleasant surprise in what we got when it came out. It's just they've gone on to totally screw things up as we continued on down the path of FS22. Stop, duck. I get carried away. I noticed one of the fanboys, I'm not going to say who it was, one of the fanboys with the YouTube channel came out and said the other day, that basically the majority of the customer base or smaller YouTubers was effectively what he was getting at. That take giants to task for having things breaking when they release patch is just not right and not fair. I'm like, well, you know what? You're a dickhead. The fact that you don't call them out because you're a fanboy on their pay packet makes you a dickhead. No further commentary necessary on that. That's the problem. I mean, once you get people that, I will say this, it's not directed at giants, but once you get people that basically are making money from a game or a publisher or whatever else, and it goes without saying with anything, you're publicly not going to come out and say anything bad about them because it puts your revenue stream at risk, and that's fine. But you can also do it without threatening that, and by being true to your customer base being your viewers, and also to the gaming public in general. I mean, I don't sit here and blast giants just for the sake of blasting giants. I call them out on what I think they've done wrong, or where they've cocked things up. If for nothing else, is just to provide feedback to the viewers of what's happening and what's going on. It's not blown out of all proportion. It's just fact. Like when 1.4, was it 1.4? They broke all the pallets and the contracts. I called them out for it. But by not calling them out for it or not making comment on it and just saying it's just everyone whining and bitching and carrying on, you know what? That's fine, but you need to take a good hard long look at yourself and see what you're doing for your customer base, because you're not helping it at all. And then people are just going to call you an idiot, like I have, for following that line, because in the end of the day, they've cocked up many things. And yes, okay, with 1.8.1 patch, the majority of the problems are based on mods. Happy to accept that. The thing I'm not happy to accept is the fact that they still can't fix shit that's been broken for 6 months. That's the problem. I told you I'm not going to rant around giants. No, I didn't. I just ranted about certain YouTubers. Not that you know who they are. Anyway. Just gets my goat. Gets my goat. Right. All right, let's go and have a look. I'm going to see what I do have. Do I have a windrower? I'm sure I bought a windrower at some point. I've probably got rid of it. Windrower. No, that's my shed. No, I don't have a windrower, so I must have got rid of it. Okay. What have we got in the way of product? As you can see here, we've rolled that majority of that, seeded the majority of that, sorry, and then we've rolled the majority of it in. Good. He's rolling on. There you can see. So where he's seeding needs to be rolled, so we'll fix that up eventually. There's those couple of little patches that we missed. That's okay. This field here that we're harvesting now is going to have to be de-stoned, as 2 is 29 and 30, as we said in the last episode, once we've harvested those. So yeah, that's fine. All right. Now what I was coming in here for was to look and see what we had on stock on hand. Butter's got to go to the shop, which I haven't done yet, to the bakery. In fact, we'll do that shortly, if not now. Chocolate, haven't got enough chocolate to sell. We've got an abundance of onions and cucumbers. Right, is that because that's in storage? Maybe. Cucumbers. No. Okay, so where's all the cucumbers? Whoops, we need to move out of the way. And we'll just move him down here so he's out of the way a little bit more. Okay, so where's all the cucumbers then? If they're not in... Let's have a look. Are they all stored in here? And the greenhouses. Cucumbers, no. Oh, there's some there. Okay. Let's spawn all the cucumbers and all the onions. Not many onions there. Let's go back in here. Spawn. Spawn. And we'll just reduce this load. There's plenty of onions in there. Plenty of onions in there. There's not that much in the way of cucumber. I don't know why there's so much there. But anyway, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on over and do that. Come back over in a minute. Right. Let's go find the trailers and we'll go pick up some cucumber. What else are we going to pick up? What else would I have excess of? Cucumbers, onion. What was I going to do? I was going to... Oh, that's right. I was going to take some butter to the bakery. So what we'll do is I'll get some butter from the warehouse first. And then we'll load up the rest with cucumber. We'll go over the bakery. We'll drop off the butter. And then we'll drop off whatever we've got left on the trailer to the shop. Sounds like a plan. Righto. Over in here. Here we're going to come up and grab the butter. Butter. 22,000 litres. I don't think I need 22,000 litres, so I'll just take 20 pallets. And we'll load up. So that's going to give me... 20,000. Perfect. Right. Right. So let's see what we've got in here in the way of cucumber and everything else. Eggs, garlic, bread, onion. Let's empty the onion out of here because we know we've got too much onion. Okay. And cucumber in here. A little bit. Okay, right, so that'll do that. Now we'll just fill up from here. Right. Now we'll turn that off because we don't want to collect the wool. Okay. And we'll collect the rest of this stuff over here, and then we'll go and drop off to the bakery and then do some stuff. Ah, damn it. Just drop some of it off back into the bloody warehouse. Damn it. Right. Right. It's okay. I just picked up the cocoa bean by mistake. Anyway, that's all right. New enough's good enough. And that will be enough to fill us up. There we go. And off we go. What's my combine doing? What is the combine doing? Has he stopped altogether? Now, I'm going to go and check the combine. What are you doing? Let's start the engine first. Oh, I'm out of money. Okay, that's why they've all stopped. Okay, happy with that. We're about to fix that problem. Told you we needed money. Alright, so we're going to head on over and we will make a bit of cash and get them up and running again. Right. And I must remember to turn the greenhouses back to distribute, or the cucumbers and the onions where I've turned it off. Spawn. What we'll also do is the excess that is still there that we've pumping out, we will collect that and we'll put that away. We'll sell that. So probably by the next episode there'll be a little bit extra cash there as well. That'll only come from the cucumbers and the onion, so that's okay. We need to deal with that. That way it frees us up for all our production later on. Sometimes we need to sort of take out the excess fruits and veg, take them to market, which isn't a problem. If we're not using them for production, but it's another element of our profiteering, our profit making. Keeps the farm sustained with money coming in. So into the bakery we go. Okay, put all the butter. There we go. Butter's all offloaded. Right, I should start producing again. Then we're going to head on over to the other side of the river again and head to the shop, sell this stuff, and get our hired hands back to work again. Right, sell this off. Might be a huge pay packet, but it'll be 100,000 or so, I would imagine. Just enough to get everything running again. We'll leave it from there while that unloads the rest of that. We're going to get this stuff going. All right. Where's course? There it is. Didn't want to bring up the course by course thing initially. Nearest waypoint. Continue on. Right, there we go. Over to the combine. And start again. Nice that they both finished at the end of rows. That was a nice, neat finish, effectively. He's got a couple of runs to do. Probably about 4 runs, and he'll be finished. Okay. So we now got 70,000. Let's go and have a look and see what we're going to get a windrow for. Check to see if there's any in the second-hand yard. And there's not, unfortunately. Windrower, 70,000. They meter. 12 meter. 8.5 meter. 12.5 meter. So that one there is probably the more likely. 14.7 meter. 2,000. All right. Now I'm going to get that delivered to shop, to the farm, I mean. I'm going to make that 20 kilometers an hour. Buy that. Right. That's sorted that. Now, so it was 62,000 plus 2,000 in delivery costs. Fine. I'm going to go back and just keep rolling. Okay. So we're going to keep him going again, or get him going again, more to the point. And that's where we'll close off the episode, because we have got to that point in time. So we'll finish this field off here. We'll finish the harvest off as well. Then we'll come back in the next episode and we'll be collecting straw and whatever else we need to get done, which is left on the farm for us to do. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please press that like button. If you didn't, press the dislike button. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you join us. And if you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos are released to the channel. Don't forget to join us on Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Details down below in the description. Big thanks to all of our YouTube members and our Patreons who support the channel. Always greatly appreciated, but never expected. And if you wish to support the channel as well, you can do so. Details down below. You can even use a super chat, which you just apply to each individual video as you see fit. Anyway, apart from anything else, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. We'll see you again very, very soon back at Duck Gaming and Riverview Farm. See you later.